That's my jam. Hey, Simply, Debbie Sue, how you doing? Thanks for joining me. Pull up a chair, pull up a chair. Mark Knuckles, salute. I love the song that Poetic made for me. I'm doing great. Glad you're doing good. It's great to hear. I know lunchtime might be over in a couple parts of the U.S., but have lunch with me, y'all, before I get to yapping. Fiona, how you doing, Fiona? Thank you for pulling up. I got some napkins for everybody. I'm sipping on some kombucha. Here you go. I'm a comedian, y'all. I got me some almond butter. And this is the best part. Got some apples, slice of a lime. I don't know if you can see the blueberries. They buried some frozen blueberries. That's what I'll be eating on. I like to squeeze the lime and the lemon on my blueberries. And when I take a bite of the apple, I'll squeeze it on the middle of it. I didn't even see that you asked me. I already went into full describe mode. And I got some. I hope it didn't went flat because I opened it 2 days ago, but I got some kombucha. Let me know if that music is too loud or just right. I like to put almond butter on my apples too, and the blueberries. I discovered like 2 weeks ago if you put almond butter on the frozen blueberries and you put it in your mouth at the same time, pause, it'll taste like cheesecake. And I love cheesecake, so y'all can just imagine the flavor unlock that I was super excited about. You ever discover like a new flavor and it's like a celebration in your on your taste buds? You love cheesecake too. What's your favorite cheesecake? I haven't tried one that I haven't like. It could be plain all the way to a Snickers cheesecake, and I liked it. Sounds good to you, Mark? I would share if y'all was here. get a good angle, good angle. Put on some more poetic songs. This is perfect, so don't have to get no copyright. And give us some watch hours. And watch our commercials. I'll turn the volume down on the commercials or the ads, rather. Just to let you know, if I'm a supporter of yours, I don't mind. Like, if the commercial is like an hour long, I'll just put my phone down and go do something, just so you'll get the money. When I'm a supporter, I'm like full support mode. I had um might be oh, okay, my phone is off. I had a channel going all night from like 12 a.m. all the way into the morning. Oh, down the road. I had down the road channel going from about 12 a.m. to about maybe about 1 o'clock. Yeah, I just shut it off. We traded playlists. Mm-mm-mm. I'll be getting around to y'all channel too. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, you can't go wrong with cheesecake. And it's funny that they call it cheesecake because it's in the shape of a pie. I guess because it tastes more like cakey. You know what? I never even looked at like the the reason why they call it that. That'd be something to look up and learn about. If you had to pick, and they said they said you could only have one flavor cheesecake for the rest of your life, what would it be? That's a tough one. Most of my life, I had cherry cheesecake, and that tasted so good. I told Mr. Block to make a pineapple cheesecake. So if you're seeing this on the rewatch, I'm looking forward to that, Mr. Block. I'll be coming to Arkansas. You have always wondered about that too. Yeah, I would love to look that up. Mm, Cake and pie form. There's a couple vegan restaurants in Cleveland. I tried the vegan version of cheesecake, and I wasn't disappointed at all. I believe it was made out of like almond something, and it was very good. Mm, 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 mm. Did y'all already eat lunch? And if not, what y'all having? And I'm not sure where y'all are at. So if you don't mind telling me, where are y'all at? I'm in Cleveland. If you didn't know, okay, rural part of Virginia. I'm blessed to have been there. and drove there. I drove there one time, but I went there a whole bunch of times with other family members. And I visited Virginia Beach. Um, and then we drove through Virginia most of the time getting to North Carolina. Sweet and sour chicken with rice. That tastes so good. Nice. How is the weather? Are y'all still catching what we usually get frozen over? Or did it even reach that far? I know the snow reached down to Charlotte, and I was watching the live cam of Charlotte getting dumped on how we usually do. Did it did it snow in your yard? Virginia Beach is about 7 hours away. It's far north. Okay. Hopefully you were far enough south to not get all of that Cleveland weather. If you haven't tried lemon juice on your blueberries, try it out. It's real good. And on your apples too. This is the first year that I started doing this. And I was like disappointed I haven't done that my whole life. Sprinkling here today and in the mid 50s. That sounds great. It was 53 degrees here yesterday. Cleveland is like the epitome of bipolar weather. The motto in Cleveland is if you don't like the weather, just wait a couple, is it minutes? Just wait a couple hours and you'll be all right. 50 sounds nice. I started following so many people's channels in like the last 2 months. My brain is about to explode. I try to support people and I see them on live. I try to go over there for at least a little while. And it just keeps going and going and going. Lemon and blueberries go good together. I make a lemon blueberry cake sometimes. That sounds great. I might have to put you on my road trip stop. I would love to do like a road trip and visit a lot of the great supporters. That would be so cool. And it would be great content too. You gotta wait till it's not looking like Antarctica outside though. How often do you go live? Whose channel is this? How you doing? Mm, 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 mm. I was just watching the source before I went live. I was waiting for the video to end and his ads to stop. I was watching Lala earlier, Josella in Hong Kong, Try Vlogs Unlimited, Stash Cash. I'm a big consumer and supporter. I was watching Miss Hash Brown, your live highlight. Shout out to you. I met you last night. I appreciate the love. You showed me a lot of love just for somebody showing up. Well, we did meet in the chat, but I just showed up like it's my first time here, and you acted like it was like my 20th time being there. I really appreciate that. You've never gone live. Yeah, it's not for everybody. Just like Tracy, I was I was surprised that Tracy never went live because she seemed so comfortable, but it's not for everybody. Mental. Oh, let me give you the blues. Let me give you the blues, Debbie Sue. For a while, I forgot about that for like the longest, and nobody had a blue jacket. Nobody had a blue jacket up until like 3 weeks ago, I think. Mm-mm. That's crazy that some people like will become moderators and block like important people. Like that's insane. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Boom, 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 boom. I think I got everybody. Oh, gotta get Fiona. I always thought that was a cool name. Fiona. I had like the standard name, Christopher. You know what's cool about my name? My whole name is Christopher Allen Lee. And I bet like some people didn't think that a big black dude was about to show up because Christopher Allen Lee obviously doesn't. So here comes a 6'6", 250 dude through the door. And I used to see it in their face like, uh-oh. But then I would start talking and, I'm articulate. So their face would kind of relax. It's so funny from my point of attention space because I'm so big. They think I'm like going 18 them. They going, yeah, that's crazy for people to just block people that's supporters. Yeah, that's the only people I would block is somebody that was rude and saying all types of like perverted stuff. I only had one troll, and they came in my live and tried to get under my skin by talking about my teeth. But I was laughing at them though, and I let them stay, and I wanted to see how clever they could get. But they were boring. What's up, Ricky Ricks? 410. I believe that's Baltimore. Baltimore's in the house. Brum, 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 brum. Let me know if I got that wrong, but I believe that was Baltimore. Be more, they say. I love the wire. Yeah, some trolls are fun. La la just bounced into the building with the trampoline, keeping it lean. I got my blueberries, la la. Got my apples. You ain't gonna catch me off guard, la la. Got my almond butter. Got my lime. You don't see no pizza in my lap, la la. Be more. Yep, I got it right. Yes. Let's grow. Nothing but upwards and to the moon. I used to be sad sometimes when I would wake up and my subs would be like three less than it was. And I'm like, oh man, who don't want to rock with me overnight like that? But then I learned that some subs don't stick if you don't leave comments or like go show love. So that made me feel less small violin. La, if you didn't know, frozen blueberries and almond butter mixed in your mouth, pause, tastes like cheesecake. And I unlocked that like 2 months ago. And cheesecake is my favorite. So I was so excited. I think I lose the Fire Stick remote at least like 5 times a day. Why wouldn't you make this bright orange or something? Or like make it beep through an app or something, but they want you to buy another one. You love fruit in general. Me too. Sticky sub, cheesecake. I could eat cheesecake all the time. I'll try some. I'm gonna put the green vegan stream on. Give her some watch time. When she first seen me, she said, "That you my family," because we look so much alike. Shout out to the green vegan. She live right now. Mm-mm-mm. I miss juicing. I'm in a temporary space right now, so juicing is hard. You don't want to just take over somebody else's kitchen. Juicing messy too. It takes 10 minutes to juice and 40 minutes to clean the machine. I'm saying cheesecake. Oh no, not cheesesteak. I can't do the cheesesteak no more. I used to like it, but nah, you know how that does. The good stuff that's bad for you, it tastes good for that 5-10 seconds, and then you be like, dang, I shouldn't have ate that. And then here comes the inflammation. Bum 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 bum. And then you say my neck and my back. But I ate the typical American diet up until like 38. So I had the same struggles as most people. I ain't no better than the rest. But I switched to being a vegan in 2016. And I'll go back and eat meat just like a holiday. Pause. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I would share if I was with y'all. Mm. Great afternoon, Brenda. How you doing? Mm. Pull it closer so I can see y'all better. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. Mm. Brenda, I know you real busy now since it's Valentine's coming up, and baskets are real popular during Valentine's. That's probably the most popular, and then, well, obviously Christmas. But is that your busiest time? Mm. Nuts and berries. Why, thank you kindly. Yeah, I like both of those, especially the combo. Do you eat granola? And is that good for you, Lala? Is there any kind of granola that's good for you? Because every time I see it, it be high in sugar when I read the back of most of them. But granola is good though. Maybe probably the raw granola without the sugar stuff. Valentine's, Mother's Day, and Easter. That makes sense. Mm, 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 mm. Ricky Rick said he rock with that granola. I feel you. I like it with the fruit too, like apples and berries. And then when I was on that other stuff, ice cream. Oh, and the acai bowls too. Rather than Phoenix, bah, 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 all the way from Texas. How you doing, Phoenix? Mm. I used to eat yogurt, but then I was reading bad stuff about it, so I cut it out. I used to like it though. Bulldogs. I ain't even see Bulldogs come in. Oh, there you go. How you doing? I'm doing great. How you doing, Bulldogs? What's the temperature out in the desert? And I have to go watch your wife stream when she goes and visits the abandoned houses. I think she said she does that on Sunday morning. I've been watching your channel and down the road channel so much that I and Tracy trying to get her the full monetization that I'm gonna have to get over there and watch that because I told her I would, and I like to keep my word. And that's interesting seeing y'all um, explore the abandoned houses in the desert. I bet that's spooky. Been lurking. 70 today. Wow. I like them dad jokes that you made the bot uh say. That's funny. And do you want to adopt a 49-year-old? Even though California is super expensive. That'll eat up all my little social security check. All I will be left with is some sand if I live there. Thank you, Brenda. I appreciate y'all so much. 300. I ain't even. I know that's the typical thing people say. I ain't think it would be like this, but I'm telling y'all, I'm like a super introvert, so I thought it would take a long time to build up to 300. But y'all, it's a great community I'm part of. So it was relatively, I ain't gonna say easy, but I don't even know the words to be honest. Thank y'all for the balloons, the streamers, and the smiley faces, and the party hats and claps. I appreciate that. I like to see y'all succeed too. That's why I be running channels on my Fire Stick and the laptop and my phone. I be charging my stuff up all the time because I'm always running people's channels. And it's like it's interesting. It's better than TV. Don't y'all agree? If you were a TV watcher, don't you think YouTube is better because it's like what's the word? Authentic. It ain't no script. And just like right now, I'm sitting here digging in some almond butter talking to y'all like this is on the fly. I mean, true indeed, I like watching reruns of some of my favorite shows, but it get kind of boring after a while. Then you gotta watch the commercial, which that sucks. Speaking of that, rest in peace, Lamont. Sanford and Son is like one of my all-time favorite shows, and not Lamont. Desmond Wilson, I think. You don't have to. Let me go up. For example, we don't have to heat. Imagine how much money that saves. Oh yeah. Okay, I got you now. Yeah, I didn't think about that. But isn't like the cooling the electric high? And then I heard I think your wife's talking about they're about to start uh, extra taxing for people that use solar panels. If I did hear that right on one of the streams when you play while you playing the game, and I still didn't forget about the analytics. I had got a call, and then you had to get off, and um, I was all discombobulated last evening, catching up on sleep and stuff. All natural. Hello, how are you? How you doing, majestic? Mm-mm-mm-mm. Peace and love. Uh oh, the chat then did a backflip. Hold on. The chat just be like, hold up, let me do my own thing. All right, I got it back. Hello, how are you? I'm doing great. How you doing, majestic? Peace and love from Sweden. Wow, wow. Appreciate your time. Thank you. Salute to Sweden across the pond. Chef Lizzie, how you doing, Chef Lizzie? Thank you for supporting. I see you've been leaving comments, and I've been commenting right back. And I watched your video where you were at the amusement park. I used to love going to the amusement park and riding on all the rides, so that was real cool for me to watch. Since I'm not able to get out as much, thank you, Chef Lizzie. I appreciate you. And I didn't see where are you from? I didn't see where you were from. Where are you from, Chef Lizzie? Majestic to Mark waving. Mark with the green hearts. Chef Lizzie. Good evening. Hi everyone. La la. Hi Majestic. Chef Lizzie with the roses. Lala with the lion. From Nigeria. Okay, nice. Thank you. Thank you for telling me. Oh, no problem. It was a joy to watch all the people having fun. And I think y'all were dancing too. I've been watching so much of the people that I follow. Is my brain is scrambled because I'm that's all I watch is just all y'all channels all day, all day, all day. Nice to meet you all. Salute to everyone here. Salute, salute. Mm-mm-mm-mm. You may have some inside info on the analytics. Okay, I'm gonna get my notebook when we do that. Uh-oh, chat done flipped again. Hold on. All right, there we go. The Green Vegan. I just had your channel on, showing you some love right when I went live. I appreciate you, cousin. Where you at, Green Vegan? Because I'm gonna go on a road trip and I might have to pull up to my peoples that I ain't never met before. Oh yeah, you say you just got a job. I think in New York, unless you was playing, because you got a great sense of humor and you be doing the funny skits. So I don't even be knowing when you're serious or not. That'd be funny. Chef Lizzie, Bulldog, Green, Green. Hello, chat. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Catching up, catching up. Don't think my link work here. It's not blue. Oh, I got you. I got you. I'm about to slide on the blue jacket for you. My favorite color. I like I think it's called powder blue. The ones that the North Carolina Tar Heels be wearing. I like that blue the best. I like metallic blue too. That was always real cool, especially on cars. I got everybody with the blues, like BB King. Dad joke, but. Think I got everybody suited and booted with the green. Let me know if you don't have the green. I mean, I'm saying green. Green vegan, you got green on my mind. Let me know if I didn't hit you with the blues yet. Catching up. Appreciate the love. Debbie, hi. Drop the link. Okay, I'm caught up. I gotta learn how to do the links. Brett is in the house. Bam, 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 bam. Green on my mind. That's the hustler in me. I seen a lot of people merchandise and stuff. Y'all, people got some cool merchandise. Like down the road, I like your mugs and I think it was t-shirts. You got some cool stuff down the road. It's been a pleasure watching your playlist. And you were chilling out with Bigfoot. That's funny. If y'all don't know, down the road channel, he be hanging out with it's called it's called Bigfoot, and it's a dude that he put on the Bigfoot costume, and they be on the channel having a good time. It's funny. Happy birthday! Oh, that's okay. You know I'm black. We celebrate our birthday like the whole month. You know that's a culture thing. Don't worry about it. No problem. You welcome for the blue. Yeah, bro. You know we celebrate our birthday all month. Mm-mm-mm. Saying hi, saying hi. I'm all caught up. I'm all caught up. Like that song, It Wasn't Me. It wasn't me. I forgot who was saying that song. She said she called me in the shower. It wasn't me. Dang, I ain't heard that in so long. Y'all remember that old school jam? It wasn't me. Uh-oh, there go the Fire Stick remote hiding from me again. I don't know, where is that? I was gonna put some background music on. That was your jam, Britt. Daughter will be 29 tomorrow. Happy birthday. Bum, 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 bum. 29. I remember them days. Well, that was when the most dramatic thing happened to me, matter of fact. When I got pow pow in that napping through my teeth, y'all. My day is going great. How your day going, Chef Lizzie? Mm, 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 mm. Ah, Shaggy. Shaggy. I haven't listened to Shaggy in so long. I'm about to put on some old school reggae jams. I didn't start liking reggae until like my 30s. I was always into hip hop and mostly R&B.
There you go.
You can put it on the couch. I'll sort it out. You can put it on the couch.
On the couch,
Uh,
all of your clothes is folded up and they nice and warm.
thank you.
So you want me to hang them on?
No, I'll do it.
Oh, put it on the couch?
Uh,
Oh, okay. And this is the best part I like is to go down there and don't have to go up and down no way.
Mm-mm. Simple in the building. Let me go up in the chat. Oh, simple. Salute to you, simple. Thank you, simple. I appreciate it. Yeah, I really like reggae now. I didn't like it so much when I was younger. I was caught up on the hip hop stuff. What else did I start liking? Um, I think that was the main thing I really had to. It took a while to get used to. Mm, mm. Doo, doo. Bunker's in the building. Bunker time. How you doing, Bunker? Mm. Man, look where the remote was under the laptop. Brick Rock was Shaggy. Okay, the skinny, yeah, the skinny light skinned dude. I remember now. It wasn't me. Matter of fact, let me put some music on. Copyright free music. Let me see who needs some hours. Tracy's like 15 hours away. Poetic, I think she needs some hours. I'll play some poetic songs. Poetic tears. Simply Brenda. I'm all caught up. I guess I didn't finish my lunch before I started yapping. I ain't want to eat with food in my mouth, so. But I wouldn't want y'all to just be chilling, me not talking to y'all. Mm-mm-mm. I'm over half of the amount of the people that I said I was going to wait for before I told my story. So pretty soon I'll be telling in full detail what happened to me. Among other stuff, I'm gonna really like open the book and let y'all into a lot of like deep stuff that happened to me. When I tell people like in person, y'all should see their eyes. Like Miss Hash Brown, shout out to you if you watch this on the rewatch. When your face, when you heard when I typed what I went through in your chat, that's the face most people make. And you know what's crazy? That's the face that the emergency people, the emergency room people made. They couldn't believe that I made it, and it was, and it wasn't funny, but it was ironic because that hospital was like in the hood where it was all types of bang bangs going on. Mm-mm. Thanks, Mark. Yeah, I would love to learn how to drop the links and do the Nightbot. I need to go back and watch Lashana. Shout out to you, Lashana, super champion. When you made the live talking about how to do the Nightbot, that was very useful information, and I'm gonna go back and write that down in my notebook. The Nightbot is cool. Salute to you, Majestic. That's a cool name too. Majestic Lion Eyes. That's cool. No problem, bunker time. Mm. If I didn't answer you, Brenda, I'm great. And I'm glad you're doing good. I think I answered. Mm-mm. Nightbot. That'd be funny when that like how Lashana got her Nightbot saying funny stuff. That's cool. If you haven't tried almond butter, and I put this in one of my shorts, almond butter on a date on dates is real good, y'all, and on the apple too. If you haven't tried almond butter on the apple, and sometimes I won't put it on the apple, I'll just put this in my mouth and then take a bite of the apple, and there'll be like a party in my mouth. Pause. Worky work. Thanks for rocking with me, Lala. You got to go get people in shape. Thanks for doing what you do. Your job is important because America then hypnotize us into liking Mickey D's and sitting on the couch and watching sports all day. Make sure you don't bounce too high and go through the ceiling, la la. I tried Justin's what's the almond butter? Let me go back up. Yeah, I tried Justin's almond butter cups. They were good, but they were expensive though, and they just went up even more. So yeah, did I find any other peanut butter? I mean almond butter cups? I don't think so. I just crossed that off my list as one of the snacks that I won't be eating no more. There's a brand of what are they again? Granola bars by the company named Monk Pack, and they're real good, but they're expensive as well. It's like $7 for 4 bars, but they're the best granola bars I've ever had, and they're called Monk Pack. Mm, 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 mm. I was devastated when I learned that a lot of the stuff that I was eating was fake, like Reese cups and Snickers and all that. I was like, wow, they got us. Almost everything at the gas station is terrible for you. But this is for entertainment purposes only. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just a man with a walker sitting in the chair talking to the chat. It's been a while. Chef Lizzie Talala. Yes, just a tasty treat every now and then. That's how I do the bad stuff. Um, every blue moon, I'll eat something that's bad because you can like feel your body like get stiff after you eat something that's bad, like ice cream or something. Your body just be like, "Nah, I'm gonna show you what that ain't what it is." Mm-mm-mm. Snacks can get expensive, yeah. Got that right. And eating out, good quality ones, at least. I agree. I order most of my healthy snacks from this grocery store in Cleveland that caters to healthy food, and it's called Fresh Thymes. And a lot of their stuff is very expensive. I mean, the healthy, snacky snack stuff is expensive, but overall, they're cheap. Mm-mm-mm. Good quality. Welcome in, Andy. Oh, let me give you the blues, Andy. Don't don't flash your Pokemon card on me and make me disappear because I ain't give you a blue jacket. And you the first person that I was interested in seeing what the Pokemon cards about. Before I was just like, that's not my thing, but it's cool watching you talk about it. And don't worry, I'm from the hood, but I'm a nerd too, Andy. Been working in the office a lot more, chef. Mm-mm-mm. Reese's and Snickers break me into agony. I'm sure it's the milk. Yeah, that stuff ain't real anyway. Be like a paragraph on the back of most of them candies that's sold in gas stations. And I was devastated once I learned that citric acid is black mold. But once again, this is for entertainment purposes. You know, I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't even know how to read, y'all. So don't listen to me. But yeah, I was devastated when I learned that citric acid, and it's almost in everything that is made out of black mold. And if y'all didn't know that, go look it up because I'm just a man with almond butter in his hand. Snicker ice cream bar. I used to tear those up, Mark. Yep, I used to smash those, Mark. And I used to like the ice cream sandwiches that had the cookie on each side. I don't know which one was better. The ice cream sandwiches with just the dark brown strips, or the ones that had the cookie on either side. What y'all think? Which one was better? You're welcome, Andy. Beer and prime rib. That sounds good. I ain't gonna even lie, bunker time. That one prime rib that I cooked, was that prime rib? In the live, it was banging. Too bad Mr. Block is not here. Mr. Block is here in spirit. Don't worry, we'll be joking soon. Mr. Block is a cool dude. He left a long message in my after my live yesterday, I think, and told me to go visit another streamer who is disabled channel and show him some love and lift his spirits up. And I sure did. Thanks, Mr. Block, for shouting him out. And I'm gonna bring some pep and step to his community since you said a lot of people be talking about him. I wish somebody would talk about me. If y'all knew the younger me, I used to look forward to somebody saying something to me. Cause I'm 6'6", 250. It was like a shock that somebody would even disrespect me. Not that I'm like tough guy Jones or whatever, but I definitely stood my ground though. Ice cream sandwiches, almond Snickers. In moderation, once in a blue moon, can't go wrong with the classic. So we got two votes for the classic ice cream sandwiches. I think I'm gonna go classic too. The cookie ones was good, but they didn't really taste. You could taste the fakeness in those cookies, in my opinion. So it didn't really bang like how the long rectangle strips. Just to let y'all know, I used to be kind of fat when I was in the fourth to seventh grade. And one time my mom bought a 12 pack of them and I ate like six or seven the day of. And I just knew a whooping was coming. But I was fat. I didn't care. Can't go wrong with the classics. Thank you for the congratulations on the 300, Andy. The classic ones. Got another vote for classic. Chef with the salutes. You can taste the fakeness, yeah. Tastes like chalkiness, like kind of like a chalky cookie. Yeah, classic is the classic. So we got all votes for the classic on that one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree. And Lala, cover your ears. I think if I had some now, I would eat at least like one or two. Lala, you wasn't supposed to hear that. Miss Hash Brown. Bah, 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 bah. Hey y'all, this is the first person I ever met. And if I hope you don't mind me saying this from Minnesota, I don't want everybody to be hunting you down. But you said you're gonna put your whole name on YouTube anyway. See, I was listening. So it won't matter. But look, Miss Hash Brown, y'all welcome her in. This is the first person I ever met from Minnesota. Gonna bring all that coldness to the already cold Cleveland. Oh, I know you was joking about that. You would have had so many weirdos lined up knocking on your door, talking about I want to take your dog out for a walk. That's cool people's right there, y'all. She welcomed me into her chat like I had been there all, the whole time that she had a channel. It was nothing but love. I appreciate that for sure, Miss Hash Brown. My sister from first day. Can't really say that about too many people. A lot of people be having their nose up in the air. Like, nah, you gonna have to earn my respect. I appreciate it. And you made me hungry with your name. I think hash browns is one of my favorite fat kid things in the morning. Shout out to that. Did y'all used to put ketchup on y'all hash browns? And did y'all take y'all sausage and McMuffin and break it down and make two sandwiches out of it? Because I was fat, so I did a lot of like fat boy construction with my food. Hash browns in the breakfast burrito. I remember I tried that. That was fire with the soy chorizo. I never had that before. I think I asked somebody about chorizo not too long ago. Walking back into the bushes as I eat my homemade pizza. That's funny that we was trying to get you to sing. And it's interesting that everybody doesn't like going live, but then you'll have some people making fire videos like Tracy Locals Learnings. If y'all not hip, Tracy Local Learnings has a dope channel, but she doesn't go live because she says she doesn't feel comfortable. But she looks so comfortable like doing her videos. But it's different strokes for different folks. Big back activities around here. Oh, you already know. You know the fat boy in me don't want to be eating no almond butter and this hash brown. What would I want? A hamburger. I used to get a bacon double cheeseburger from Wendy's. Oh, let me tell you my fat boy best treat. Burger King. Oh no, that was it. Burger King bacon double cheeseburger, large fry, or onion rings with a strawberry milkshake. And here come a big pause. I would put all three in my mouth, and it would be like a big fat boy treat. And yeah, I could actually have went to heaven at that particular time. That was about sixth grade, y'all. So don't judge me. Strawberry milkshake, fries, and bacon double cheeseburger, all in my grill at once. Pause again for the Harlem people. Need a steak and potatoes. Oh yeah, that bangs too. That was high on my list. And I got some lives where I was cooking steak and potatoes when I would have a cheat meal. And I hope you enjoy it. Go back and watch Miss Hash Brown. And I be cracking jokes during the whole time. And I want you to go look at the house that I used to live in that the A team just came in and made me get out of. They broke the windows and kicked the door down. I got illegally evicted just to say a whole bunch in 10 seconds. So, yeah, that's another story that I guess going to blow your mind. I just got illegally evicted, Hash Brown. And I went live as they was about to break the door down. So I told you I was hood good. I'm hood good certified. Who goes live when they about to get evicted in -2 weather? I should have been packing up my stuff and getting dressed right, but nah, I wanted to stand my ground. Bunker, see you later. Thanks for stopping by, Bunker. I appreciate your time. Mike's Adventure Sparks. I appreciate you for coming through. How you doing, Mike? I shall do that. Thanks for letting me be a part of your life. Shoot, I think the same way. Thanks for showing us love and letting us see, how you rock. Especially you're my first person from Minnesota too, so that's cool. You get to tell me how it is, except for only knowing about Prince lived there and the Minnesota Vikings, and then that dude with the funny looking beard. What was his name? That did car reviews with Mister Tall Guy Car Reviews. Dang, I forgot his name. Yeah, he used to have a dyous beard. He was from Minnesota. Not all in your grill. Good, Mike. I'm glad you're doing good. Thanks for stopping by. You could be anywhere, but you here looking at my big old bowling ball head. If you laughed at that, I see you. I'm just kidding. That's my bouncer instincts. A couple of people, I think I said this the other day. When I was bouncing, of course I would keep a face like this. Do you know people would come up to me and say, "Why uh you need to smile?" I told this one girl, I said, "So you want me to be up here guarding your life, smiling and looking like a jackass?" And then she busted out laughing and said, "Yeah, you you right." So my eyebrows is what made me look like. You see how I go from I'll help you with your groceries to, man, what? It's my eyebrows, y'all, that put me on the wanted list. Then look back to I help you with your groceries. I'm a fool, y'all. I'm a sit down comedian. My walker was double parked last night, y'all. They put a boot on it. I gotta give Lala the blue jacket. Lala, you got some of the coolest like style I've ever seen. How you gonna have like one of the dopest personalities and some of the coolest style? Like you can't have both of those. You're just too unique with it. And I ain't gonna even say how many kids you said you have, but that's like unbelievable. Everybody say you look like you still in high school, and I agree. You ain't let life get to you in your face. You ain't got the Joe Jackson face, all balled up. That was funny when we were saying that the other day. You still got the best comment I ever seen in somebody's live that was funny. In Stash Cast talking about send them feet pics. Oh my bad. This is the wrong chat. That's the funniest joke I've ever seen in somebody's chat. And it was so off guard. That was funny. Shoot, you kind, Lala. It radiates through your screen. You didn't even need that new mic, and it came through the screen. But now you got the new podcast mic, and it's gonna be all good now. That's what I need. Me the Shure mic. Since people like my voice. See, look, we're gonna slow it down and take it down to the midnight hour. I'm getting my DJ practice on for Poetic Tears when I get on there. We're gonna slow it down and I'm gonna have to write this down. The midnight hour. I don't want to be all tripping over my words trying to be a cool radio DJ. We're gonna take you uptown, downtown, and around town for all the slow grooves. I miss them old radio days where they would take your request. Them was the good old days. Now it's all ran by a computer. I went to my when my friend was working at the local radio station here. It blew my mind. It was all computerized and ran by a computer. Whereas before people would call in and request. Nope, it's all computerized. That sucks. Even though I haven't listened to the radio in ages, because you could just hit Pandora on your phone or shoot, how many streaming apps is it now? About 10 now, ain't it? You can listen on YouTube, Spotify, yada yada, yada yada, and yada yada. They just want you to have a membership and own none of it. The good old days, I used to have like 2,000 songs on my Xbox. Now you can't put none on there. They just want you to pay monthly for a music service, which sucks. Because once the internet goes down, and I don't know what I'm talking about because I'm just a man on the couch stirring up almond butter. But once the internet go down, where you gonna listen to? And I just gave all my CDs to my nephew. If you watching, what's up, nephew? Thanks for saving people and running in burning buildings for their life. That takes some balls, y'all. I don't know if I ever could have been a firefighter, so salute to you, nephew. You're a brave dude. I just gave my whole CD collection to my nephew. So, hey, nephew, when the internet come down, can I come over there and chill and listen to Tupacalypse? And what's your favorite artist? Eric B. and Rakim, Redman, Tribe Called Quest. I got my nephew hip to all of them when he was young, y'all, so his mind didn't get polluted with the crazy stuff they talk about now. All they do is talk about DRUGs and wearing tight skinny pants. So he got the real hip hop in his wheelhouse. I just sent him something this morning. He said, I already follow that dude. I said, okay, I see you. For all the people who got here later in the stream, what y'all have for lunch? While I'm still munching on this. I know it's past lunchtime now. Well, not really for the West Coast people. Like Bulldogs, it's still lunchtime there. Who else is on the West? Tracy, wherever you at, Tracy, on the rewatch. What'd you have for lunch? Mm-mm. If you ain't ever tried lemon juice on your apple, try it, y'all. It's banging. Unless you don't like lemon or apple, and obviously you wouldn't like it. But who don't like lemon and apple though? Mm-mm. What's up, boss? How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. I'm doing great. How you doing? Mm-mm-mm-mm. I got on this. This is the style we used to wear in the '90s, and I still like that. So look how big this shirt is on me. All the people wear fitted stuff now, but my mind still is in the '90s when the t-shirts used to come down to your knees. I wouldn't wear that no more though, cause that look ridiculous now in them old pictures. Key, bah, 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 bah. How you doing, Key? Y'all still got snow? Thanks for the congratulations. Let's go to the moon, to the moon and beyond. Oh, it's in the '60s. Oh, that snow gone. That's great to hear, cause it was looking like us on that stream about 4 days ago. Mm, 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 mm. I'm ready for a job interview, y'all, in this shirt. Who got some employment for me? Can I be your one of y'all's the head desk people? I know how to conduct myself. I ain't gonna be outside smoking tweeds on my break. Coming back with musty fingertips. Mm-mm-mm. That's cool that there's so many people that know each other in this community and everybody show respect and love. We don't tolerate that old bull and shenanigans. Everybody showing love. one of y'all like kombucha? This the Costco brand. It's pretty good. It's ginger lemonade. My day is going great. How about you, Key? You have a winning Wednesday, everyone. Gotta check in. Gotta get that paper. Gotta get people in shape. Unclog them arteries. Thank you, Lala, for what you do. I wish I could. I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna do it one day. I'm gonna get back on my feet. I would love to bounce on the trampoline. They said that's the best can't even talk. Best exercise that you could do is bouncing on the trampoline. And all this time they said it was swimming. Nope. That made me think of Master P. I used to be a Master P fan back in the day. Y'all don't judge me. It used to be a song called Bounce, Bounce, Bounce. It would go bounce, 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 fool. I think that was about it. I had a flashback when I seen the trampoline. Oh yeah, that was about it. You bad about it. Don't mind me. I had a flashback to when I was 22, and I used to dance, y'all. I wasn't shy about getting out there. Mm-mm. I'm glad you're doing good, Key. Mm-mm. Who am I? Mm, I got on here to motivate people with my everyday life, living with MS. My name is Chris Lee, and I was an athlete. I got hurt playing football when I was 14. That led to me having MS. I had a whole bunch of different jobs. I love delivery jobs mostly though, because the freedom of not having a boss breathing down my neck. Also was a bouncer for a little while. Um, Worked for a pizza place and sued them for racial discrimination. Won that lawsuit. And y'all be proud to know that I won that lawsuit. And the general manager was fired for being racist towards me. That was about upwards of about 70,000, about 12, 11, 12 years ago. And then the MS started taking over my body around 38. Started going to the hospital, doing a whole gang of tests on my body. The first neurologist I ran into, he sucks. I can't tell you the exact amount, but it was around $70,000. And the manager was fired as part of the settlement, and they put a racial sensitivity program into their like hiring process, which was bull. But we know that's bull. But at least they did it, and it was all through the federal program called the EEOC, and it's called the Employment Opportunity Commission. So if you ever go through anything racist or discriminatory on your job, you can go through that federal agency and they'll help you out. They helped me like from the start to the finish, and I didn't even have to hire a lawyer. No, 70, 70. Yeah. And it took 3 years for them to settle. So it was from 2011 to 2014. I was waiting, But the federal moderator would call me like every 6 months and give me an update on what was going on or if she needed any additional information that I needed to provide. And just to let you know, if you go through that on your job, start writing everything down in a notebook so you'll have history of everything that's going on because it looks great in court. You look organized, you look like you're not lying, and all your the events that happen to you will be written down so you could show like what you were going through. And that was my first time suing somebody, so don't think I'm like the person that just wants to sue everybody. And since you new here, I just got illegally evicted about a week and a half ago, and I'm gonna be suing them in federal court too because they violated the Americans with Disability Act. So back to federal court. And let me see. After that, my life slowed down after that. What's your name? Payush. Oh, Payush Steve G. Okay. Nah, actually, that was a corporate pizza place, and it came out their insurance. But at least he got fired, and that dude was making like 44,000 a year just to be a. And I ain't gonna downgrade anybody's job, but he wasn't doing that. He wasn't doing all that to be making 44. It was a relatively easy job. Okay. All right, Steve. Thank you for stopping by. So after that, my life slowed down a lot because I started having difficulty putting my left leg in front of me because the multiple sclerosis started taking over my body. So I really wasn't even able to really enjoy all of that money. I was just starting to live off of it, to be honest with you. And I helped some people out, some that didn't really even deserve it. I know y'all know that story. And I'll go into detail on that on the video too. I'm gonna really start opening up about my life like deeply in this year. But after that, I started having trouble walking, and then I went to the doctor, and they diagnosed me with MS 11 years ago, and I just been just fighting that battle ever since then. But I know I'm gonna walk again. I've been through racism here in Sweden too, and I'm half Swedish. A lot of it here in Sweden, I don't care anymore. I'm so proud of myself that I can actually say I've never been racist towards anybody. And this isn't funny, but it's kind of funny. But nobody has ever been racist to me towards my face, and it probably has a lot to do with me being 6'6", 250, and looking like this. But I'm a nice person though. If you get to know me, people like would judge me off my looks and be scared of me. But once you get to know me, I'm like one of the nicest people you could ever meet. I have difficulty, and I use a walker to walk. I have to use my arms to get up off a seat because my legs they like to bend inward now because my hamstrings only like function about 10%. No, I'm not able to work anymore, but I can still use my arms and my hands like relatively kind of normal. And I'm gonna start painting and selling my artwork. And if you want to see my last high school game, I watched it on one of my lives. The live is titled 12-hour live question mark. And I said, let's do it. But I only made it to like 5 hours because I got so sleepy. But at the beginning of that live, I showed the high school state championship game that I was able to play in at Ohio State my senior year. And it's a cool story because I went to this Catholic private school 3 years before that, and I didn't like it anymore. So I went to this public school called Cleveland Heights. And the first game that I played was against my old high school, and it was held downtown where the Cleveland Cavaliers play in the big arena. So that was like experience that I would never forget. But we lost to that team, and that made me real sad. But we went on a 26 game winning streak and ended up in the state finals after that. So you can imagine that was a great experience for me. I lost to my old high school team in the arena where the Cavs play. Then we went on a 26 game winning streak. I got to finish my high school career at Ohio State University in the state championship game that went into overtime. And I won't tell you who won, so you can you won't I won't spoil the ending if you want to go back and watch it. So yeah, I've had a blessed life, y'all. And I played in junior high, and my eighth grade team, we went 22-0. We didn't lose one game in my eighth grade year. Thank you, Steve. So as you can see, I'm blessed. That's why you'll always hear me saying that I'm great, and I don't smile a lot because. And Steve, this is you might want to sit down for this. But when I was 29, I was napped. And I know you. I don't want to say the whole thing because of YouTube, but I was napped, and bang bang, and the projectile went through my teeth, Steve, and kept going. And look who's still here to talk to you about it. Now I got my right front tooth fixed, and I was eating some banana chips in like 2019, and I was just going to town on them, and all I heard was, and I'm like, oh man, I broke my tooth that I fixed, and I spent hours in the chair getting that done. So I still plan on getting that done, but I don't even care like I used to. So that's what happened to me while my teeth is missing. The bang bang went right through this way, right through my teeth, and it cut my top lip too, and I had to get 5 stitches. And like y'all, the whole emergency team was looking at me like they seen a ghost. And I was like, I'm in the middle of the hood. Ain't y'all used to this? But I asked my nephew why would they be looking at me like that. And he said, from a firefighter's point of view, he said, well, they still would be amazed that you made it through all that because most people, they wouldn't be here anymore if they went through that. Because the bullet, I don't even mean to say that the projectile could have easily went like not went this way and just went like to my brain or something. So I'm blessed. Did I ever get married? No, I didn't ever get married, but I had steady girlfriends throughout my life. The longest relationship I ever had was 3 years out of high school. But I should have married the girlfriend that I had at 24, just to give y'all young people some advice. If you're young and you have a girlfriend, I had a girlfriend at 24 who was like 95% of what I was looking for, but because she was missing the 5%, I was like not fully committed. But I should have married her. And and if you see it, she probably won't see this, but if you ever see this, Nikki, I mean, you know that we should have got married. She even agreed on it, but I wasn't mature enough. And yeah, she was definitely wife material. That was the closest I ever came to get married, though. But I did have off and on relationships throughout my life. But I never had kids, and I never got married. And one of the biggest reasons I didn't have kids because I helped raise my nephew, and he's 28 now. And if you're watching this, what's up, Eric? And yeah, we did all kind of cool stuff, and I was like, kind of like his dad, but I was his uncle, so that kind of like took the place of me having a kid. But even at this age, if I was to get married, I still would at least want to have one kid, even though I'm a little seasoned now. I don't say old no more. I'm seasoned. What was the missing 5%? Um, she was she was too quiet for me, and I was more affectionate. She didn't like the kiss. I know that sounds weird, but when you 24, if somebody doesn't like something that you like, you kind of get turned off by them. But she said she had a bad kissing experience. But then I was like, well, don't take that out on me. But that was a dumb excuse. Now that I look back on it, just because somebody didn't enjoy kissing. But I do like to be affectionate, and that is a big thing in a relationship. So yeah, but that's what it was though. She was like a little bit too quiet and overly submissive. Like I like a submissive woman, but I like a woman that'll still like speak up for themselves and won't just be super quiet. So that's what it was, Steve. But if I had to do it all over again, that wouldn't even be that wouldn't even be a factor at all. I mean, you could teach somebody how to enjoy kissing, but at 24, I was immature, and you be wanting to just move on to the next person who you think is gonna fit what you want. But that was dumb. She was super smart, and she became like a master librarian. And if you don't know, they make like super good money. Not that money is everything, because I don't care nothing about money. But somebody that's smart and can establish herself and get a good job like that, that's very um I admire that somebody that grinded out, went to college, and became a master librarian. Yeah, because we kept in contact, and I tried to like make up for it, but once you blow it, it's never the same. And just to let y'all know, not to give y'all too much information, but I ended up getting her pregnant, and that just go to show that even with me getting her pregnant, it didn't like it wasn't enough for me. I still was trying to get more because in my head I'm like, well, we doing this and I got you pregnant. Why wouldn't you want to be super affectionate with me? But it was my immature mind that couldn't get over. Oh, well, maybe she did have a bad like experience with somebody being affectionate. Cause I know I did. One time I kissed this girl. Y'all gonna laugh at this. Y'all know I'm a comedian. She kissed me and she made her teeth click mine, and it turned me off like so much. But just imagine like that being something that you don't want to talk to nobody no more. But that's how my mind was. It hurt. She made her teeth click, man. I was like, I was so turned off. But that was just the immaturity in me. No, I don't have any kids, Steve. I treated my nephew like he was my kid, and he's 28 now. But I do regret having a kid, not having a kid. It's very hard to find a good woman these days, especially in Sweden. But one day I hope you will. You just got to keep hope alive and keep them prayers up. I know that the percentages is lower now because the world has like made it cool to be promiscuous and be ratchet and all that, but there's still some good women out here. Yeah, that was a dumb excuse. I can agree with you. That was a dumb excuse. That young mind sometimes will have you thinking, well, I'll just move on to the next girl. But when you get older, sometimes when you get older, you'll think back and like it's only like two or three females that was like marriage material. So your young mind think it's gonna be like a buffet, but it's really more like a fine dining restaurant where you only get one or two, three very exquisite meals in your life. I don't know if that was a good analogy. I tried to make it work. Y'all see me how I tried to stretch that out. Don't roast me. Deacon. Oh no, I can't blow the horn in church. I got to do the organ for the deacon Chrisley. What up, Mr. Block? Mr. Block is in the house. Thank you for telling me about the dude Shy Town's channel too. I'm gonna go over there and show him some love. Pause. Television has made people crazy. I agree, especially with all the stuff they put in TVs and movies. Like they promote like promiscuity, and they don't really promote like getting married and um, being like the older generation being together for like 50 years. That was always what I wanted. the 40, 50 year type of relationship, not bouncing around. Brenda, all the programs and TV shows and stuff. Yep, I just said that. I didn't even see it. I think dating potential drops significantly for men after 30. Yeah. In this world, I have to agree. And just, I don't mind letting y'all in on my life. When I started not being able to get around as much, I would use the chat line. There's a chat line that has been around since I was in my 20s, and you can get on there and meet people from California to New York, even in Canada. But it was tricky back then because there was no video and picture phones, so you had to trust people. And I met some catfish. I don't mind like letting y'all in. I met some big girls who said they were slim and it gave me the runaround. But once the video and picture phones came into play, it was a little bit better. But now I've got on the chat line recently is so bad, y'all. There's women selling themselves a lot on there, wanting to do phone bones. Then you got um, most of America, like let's admit it, is out of shape. So it's a lot of big girls on there. Then you have a lot of like very old women on there because that's their way of meeting people now because they don't know how to work the dating apps. So it's all crazy. And then here is the really the killer right here. It was like 40% men trying to pretend like there were women on there. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's over with. And I had to say on my profile, like, women only. If you are born a female, that type of woman only. That's how bad it's got, y'all. You've been betrayed by a lot of women, but I don't give up and I work on myself. And one day the right one will come, I hope. Honest and caring woman. I believe that too. I haven't given up either. I've been taken advantage of too. It was just a learning lesson to me. Yeah, but don't give up. I'm gonna let y'all into my life on how it is to date as a handicapped person as well. There's been a lot of women who have turned their back on me or just stopped texting me and calling me after I tell them. But I knew it was expected. But some people's personality, I didn't expect it from. So that's something hard that I have to go through. But a lot of this stuff only make me stronger, to be honest with y'all. Yep. And I was a nice person since I was in grade school. Probably before that, I was always nice. So nice people always get taken advantage of. But I never lost that, and I never made it turn me into a cold person. I have thought about writing a book, Key. Yep. I just turned 49. What's today? Wednesday? I turned 49 Monday, Steve. And I don't even like saying the number because I don't feel 49. Besides my MS related struggles, I feel like I'm in my 20s, to be honest with you. Especially the way that I eat and I still exercise, Steve. About 3 or 4 weeks ago, I celebrated going over 200 subs by doing 200 squats, Steve. I'll be honored if you go back and watch that because that wasn't easy. The garden hole, I left in the comments this morning. I said, you still got the best, unique, and funny name there is I've ever come across on YouTube. It's still holding the number one spot, the garden hole. Oh yeah, I'm 29, Mr. Block. You think all the dating problems can be solved with getting money bans? I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that, Steve, because all my life I was a hustler, and I never had problems getting money, and I'm not proud of this, but I sold DRUGs, and that's why I got blasted through my teeth because I was in the game. So, and I wasn't just in the green game; I was in the white game too, if you know what I mean, Steve. So, I never had any money problems if I was in the green and the white game. So I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that because I had nice cars. I always had brand new clothes and shoes and all of that, but that doesn't guarantee meeting the right woman. It has to be in your brain. You got to be mature and ready to be a man and be a husband. Like if you want to, be in a married couple, or, yeah, a long relationship. I think it's more important to like somebody than to love them. And a lot of comedians have said this too, and like life coach people. You gotta like that person first because you're gonna have some bad days. And I believe Key is married. I believe she can attest to that. I don't care how much you attracted to or you think they little laugh is cute and all that. You better like that person because you're gonna have some days where like, man, I hate your snoring. You snore like a grizzly bear. Thanks, Mr. Block, on the congratulations. 300. Bam, 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 bam. How long was I in the gang? I never joined the gang. I was always an independent type person. I never wanted to join any type of group unless it was a sports group. I always had my own mind when it came to like street stuff, Steve. So I respected people who were in it because of how violent they was, but I always thought it was kind of stupid to join because of a color. But there was people who didn't have families too, and I understood like if you didn't have a family, now that's your family, and that gives you some family type structure. So I don't down people who were in it, but that never was my thing. I never joined any type of group, and I never wanted to be in anything like a fraternity or anything like that. I always thought that being a follower was kind of weak, so I stood my ground, and I know that having connection with a lot of people, you can it's benefits to that, but I was a solo type of person. And Cleveland is like that. Cleveland doesn't have a whole bunch of gangs. And I grew up in Cleveland, Steve. I always said I was my own. I don't even like saying this because I don't think YouTube, that word is friendly, but I was my own gang. Not to sound like I was tough and all that, but I ain't really get messed with, to be honest with you. But Cleveland is like that. You do your own independent thing mostly. Cleveland is a tough town. A lot of people don't know about Cleveland, and they'll ask me, like, is it farmland and all that? And I will laugh at them throughout most of my life because Cleveland is like rough and tough, and it's a, a I'm gonna say grimy. It's a grimy city, and if you come here thinking that it's all sweet, then you'll get turned around fast. But there's farmland on the outside, like if you go outside, an hour outside of Cleveland, then you'll start hitting farmland and stuff like that. But for the most part, it's very urban. A lot of people from Cleveland move down south because of the cold weather. It's brutal here. Okay, Majestic. If you're from a warm part of the of if you're from somewhere warm, you probably wouldn't like living in Cleveland. I'm gonna just keep it real with you. You would have to have like the love of your life living here. Somebody that you would just be willing to bend over backwards if you was from a warm place and they said, "Well, would you come live with me in Cleveland?" You came up in Miami. Yeah, Mark, you wouldn't want to live in Cleveland. I went to South Beach one time and I felt like I was about to pass out. It was 98 degrees and 98 humidity. And I decided to go take a walk at 2, 3 in the morning because I said, well, maybe it'll be a little bit less like, um, I don't even know the word, uh, exhausting. But nope, it was. Bulldogs working and watching. Appreciate you, Bulldogs. One day I'm gonna really get in tune with what you playing. The game that takes 2 years to finish. I mostly be listening to Desert talking though, and enjoying the Bulldog videos. I didn't know Bulldogs were so cool. Bulldogs are real cool. I like seeing them chewing on them sticks. They look like they real strong. Miami in the '80s wasn't that bad. I thought that was a real bad time, Mark, because of all the booger sugar coming in, or was that just glamorized? The Scarface era. Say hello to my little friend. I don't think I have ever have to watch Scarface again. I watched that so much I know by heart. It's a lot of movies I don't never have to watch again, like Friday. Mm, what's that prison movie with Morgan Freeman? They play it all the time. You don't never have to watch that again. Oh, Shawshank. I don't ever have to watch any of the Fridays again. The third one was my favorite, Friday After Next. It's Pinky. I got the pay. I'll never have to watch Color Purple again. You told Harpo to beat me. I may be black, I may be ugly, but I'm here. What else was the other good line from Color Purple? There's so many good lines in Color Purple. And I like the singer who helped her find her mail when it was hidden under the floor. And then I like how she was teaching her sister the different words in the kitchen and all that. And then the kitchen caught on fire. And then the rocking chair was by herself because they had jetted up out of there. That was funny. Sister. I didn't even want to hit that note, but you know I had to do it. Sister. Oh, I got another one. When she brought the food, what you trying to kill me? That was funny. My mother took me to the movie to see that, and people was coming out crying. I still remember that. That was a great memory. What was that like 85? Suge Avery. There was so many good parts in that movie. But then you grow up as a man and learn that a feminist wrote that movie. It was no good examples of a good man in that movie, and I'll see why. She was a man hater. I like when he fell through the roof at the club. I gotta go back and watch that. Now y'all made me want to watch Color Purple Garden. Why your daddy look like he got a bunch of spiders having a meeting on his head? Big worm, big snake, big whatever. You always coming down here with some shit. I gotta walk Smokey home. Boom, 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 boom. Did y'all ever see I know I'm older. Did y'all ever see Beat Street or Crush Groove? Death Race was good. I ain't see the sequels, but the first one was real good. And I ain't want to see the sequels because I'm funny like that. If I see the first one and it's real good, I don't want to mess up the first one by seeing the sequels if they like duds. Just like Coming to America. There's no way I'm watching Coming to America. So it looked so lame in the trailer, and I knew not to watch that because I watched Color. I watched Coming to America when it came out in the movie theater when I was probably like in the fourth or fifth grade, and it always was like one of my top funniest movies. Crush Groove, you forgot about that with Sheila E, the Fat Boys, Run DMC, New Edition, LL Cool J, and Russell Simmons was in that movie. That was a classic. Beat Street is one of my favorites too, even though it only had one star in it, Ray Dong Chong. Beat Street was a real good hip hop old school movie if you haven't seen that. Those are on my top list. Breaking was cool, but it was kind of corny to be honest. And don't ever go see Breaking 2. Don't no matter how bored you are, do not watch Breaking 2. I went to the movie theater as a kid. It was terrible. Okay, Garden. Mm. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you something too when you come back, Garden, about uh gardening. I got a green thumb too, but for all the wrong reasons. Boom. That's for my Cheech and Chong people. See if I could. Oh, let me go to your channel, Bulldog, since you on right now. Bulldog. So that game you're playing is basically like soldiers raiding the village. Oh, and building up the community over like a long period of time. If you still here. Oh, you still here. I'm watching your stream now, Bulldog. Mm-mm-mm. Thanks for the hearts. Thanks for the hearts. Garden. I read that cleaning all the leaves up is something that we got brainwashed into doing because leaving the leaves on the lawn when they break down, there's so much nutrients in it. It's good for them. But then you be blocking the sun. So which one is it, garden? Since you know about gardening so much, they say that it was good for the leaves to be all over the yard to feed them nutrients, but they said that we got brainwashed into clearing our lawn so it could look pretty, so we could, we want to compete with the next neighbor to see whose lawns is prettier. But in forms of what's good for the nature, okay, you answer. You mulch yours and put it back. Okay, so they wasn't lying. I think the most tedious yard work is when you trim your bushes and it drops in the mulch and then you got to rake all that up. That sucks so bad. And add nutrients to the landscape. Okay, thank you. Poetic songstress, tears is in the building. Bah, 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 bah. I had your music playing as my background music earlier in the chat. I love my birthday song. I'm gonna have to pay for the extended version so I can freestyle over it. I used to freestyle all the time when I was between 19 and about 22. I used to buy a whole bunch of singles so I could have the instrumental to the songs and freestyle over it. I used to love the freestyle. Mm, 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 mm. Thanks, Sunny Side Up, and welcome in. I appreciate the love for 300s. Gotta keep it moving. I'm going to the moon after this. I'm about to really let y'all know about a lot of personal stuff that happened to me. And I know y'all know about the biggest thing that I've been teasing with. Bum, bum, bum. Everybody gonna have their popcorn on that one. I think I'm gonna put out a teaser tomorrow. I did one on the shorts, but I'm gonna do another one tomorrow about the bang bang. The bang bang in my fang fang. That was corny. I can admit when it's a corny dad joke. Mr. Block, y'all got a cool um relationship. I don't know if y'all seen that comment I put on Mr. Block and Poetic. I said couple goals. I want to be like y'all. And your grandson was so cute in the Doobie the dinosaur when you was trying to get him to sing and he had the rainbow. He had the cute overalls on. Couple goals. Mm-mm-mm. If y'all, everybody that was still here that was listening to me, the girl that that I was with right out of high school, I got her pregnant with twins, and the doctors told her that one of the twins got caught in her tube, and they had to terminate the pregnancy. So y'all, I would have had twins that would be 27 years old now if they told us the truth, and if she had the babies healthy, I would have twins that's 28 years old. Thank you, poetic. Mm-mm. Roar, Doobie the dinosaur. Mm-mm-mm. Sunny side up with the cool seagulls in the beach scene. Your channel was the first channel that I woke up to. That was cool seeing the seagulls in the beach first thing in the morning. Thanks, Mr. Block. Yeah, that was tough. That was tough. Thank you, Sunny Side Up, for showing the love. I appreciate you. Yeah, they probably would have. She was like 5'3" or 5'4", but my jeans probably would have bounced her jeans out the way. I mean, her chromosomes. Show me some ID. When I'm doing another painting, my my tiles is in storage and my paint, and I was bringing some of it up, on that one live where you might have seen it. I was in the garage, but I shut it off within 2 minutes because the green paint busted in the bag and went all over the other paint. So I just told my home health aide to throw it away. But I still had some paint left in the locker and all the tiles left. So the next time I go, I'll get some. I'm painting on the fly right now. I'm staying somewhere temporary, so I didn't want to have too much stuff and be too junkying up my people's living room. This my corner right here, y'all. I don't want to show no chronic or nothing. Let me look first. This my little junky corner. And then some of my clothes right there. I got a little makeshift. Y'all see my makeshift closet right here? I don't mind showing y'all. I'm an open book, y'all. Don't nothing get me down, y'all. Used to freestyle. Man, we're gonna have to get a freestyle session going. You couldn't get me to stop freestyling between 19 and like 22. I started going to the studio too, but I was too hard headed to follow through. That was another thing I used to do. I was really into rapping and thought about making a career out of it, but the streets was a roadblock. Have I ever tasted a jelly cake? I don't think so. What's that consist of? Sound good though. I'm definitely a jelly fan. I put it on my toast and on crackers and on the peanut butter jelly sandwich, obviously. Thank you, Brenda. Y'all ever toasted y'all bread on the peanut butter jelly sandwich? It bangs. I didn't think I was gonna like it at first, but it bangs, y'all. If you like toast. Haven't seen it yet? Left you alone.